Let's go. Hello? Hello. Can you hear me? Looks like you can hear me. All right. So today, what's going on? This is Mental Health Monday, our first episode. And today we are. Here, let me angle the camera a little bit better. A little bit better. Okay. So let's start off with talking about stress. I almost didn't do this Mental Health Monday because I am so stressed currently. So right now I got a lot going on in grad school. I'm severely stressed out, definitely, and it's definitely a lot. Definitely got a lot going on, projects and stuff. Finals coming up. If you're a college student, you definitely feel the heat right now. Um, but if you're not, there's probably some other stressors in your life that may be kind of contributing to feelings of maybe depression, anxiety, or just bad feelings overall. And um, we learn in clinical counseling that when stressed and filled with these stressors, have to learn to be able to identify them and really stick to um, what's creating this stress for us. And just kind of thinking about what might be driving force behind it and what can we do right now to kind of help negate any of those stressors or any of those things that might be contributing to those stressors. So right now, I know I have grad school. I know grad school is significantly adding to my stress, and that's one of my stressors. But I can't just stop going. I mean, technically that is an option, but I wouldn't like the repercussions that come after that. I would be even more stressed if I just were to not go. So, what can I do now? I mean, we always talk about coping skills and what we can do to make us feel better. And coping skills are just what we do when we're in this fight or flight, when we're feeling so stressed out and whatnot. And my coping skill is tend to look towards things that I enjoy doing. So a huge one that kind of helps me, especially when I'm super stressed out, is kind of practicing self-awareness. And that's kind of just taking time out of my day to kind of sit back and really reflect inward about how I'm feeling. And sorry, I don't like to there it is. How I'm feeling and kind of going through that and just take it one step at a time, kind of reflecting on what emotion am I feeling right now and really kind of diving into that instead of just thinking sad, like am I very depressed or I'm really happy today, I'm ecstatic, I'm excited for something, I'm looking forward to something. Kind of just like going through that, kind of going through like their range of emotions. We have this one sticker or not sticker. There's a I don't know if you can really see it, but it has like a bunch of these different emotions on it, and they stem from pretty much six of like the original emotions. So fear, anger, disgust, sad, happy, and surprised. But then on the outer ring, it gets a little bit more kind of in depth. So you have startled, confused, amazed, excited for surprise. So it could be any one of those on a different array. And then it even separates even further than that. So shocked or dismayed, disillusioned, perplexed, astonished, awe, eager, energetic. And it goes that for all of them, which I think is really cool. And it's definitely a helpful tool, especially in clinical counseling, especially when um, we were told by our professor that this was good because it helps our clients kind of pick and really identify a certain emotion slash feeling that they might be having. And that's important for them because once they know that, then they can kind of start the next step into, okay, what is maybe driving that, or what can I do right now to kind of help negate that a little bit, or do I enjoy feeling this way, or do I not enjoy feeling this way, and kind of just that's kind of my something I go towards when I'm feeling really stressed. I really kind of try to deconstruct how I'm feeling and what's kind of going on in my head. Um, Another thing that helps me is kind of with that as well. I'll journal. So I'll journal or draw or pretty much anything, and just kind of in here I have a bunch of different like ideas that I write down, but obviously like sometimes I'm feeling some type of I journal in here as well, and then sometimes I draw because I kind of get some Um, I just get some kind of drawing that's inspired by Sean Koss. He's a fantastic artist. If you are interested in some really kind of like dark but really meaningful artwork, I would say look him up on Instagram. Just kind of just little things here and there throughout. I'll just actually that's not. I'm not going to show you a journal entry. That's a tad personal. As I say, I kind of have a lot of drawings, just kind of um here, let's just so like this one, like right here, like I drew another also inspired by Sean Koss. It was kind of just like a feeling of like kind of weighted down with all these assignments and a lot going on. So I felt like I feel like I have cinder block for shoulders and shackles around my wrist with everything I type or like what every paper I'm writing. And that just goes to show that like no matter where you are in life, no matter what you're doing and stuff, like you can be stressed. And the best way to do that, best not the best way, I shouldn't say that. Again, I am not a professional by any means. I'm still currently practicing to get there. Um, but yeah, so take every word you hear with a grain of salt and try to learn as much as you can outside of this, but this is just kind of bring up more conversation about mental health and bring more or destigmatize it a little bit. But I'm getting stressed out, but thankfully I know I only got 2 more weeks, so it's time to kind of do all my Kobe skills, everything that I need to kind of get back in like the right mental headspace to kind of continue on what I'm doing. I know what I need to do, but in order to get me there, sometimes I need to take time for myself just to kind of center myself. And stress is one of the main things in life that can throw us off our path, and it can really kind of push us to go different ways when we're really trying to look for a goal and trying to work towards it. But the main thing is recognizing that stress and realizing and trying to come up with certain ways that you can kind of nullify it. I mean, like I wouldn't say try to kind of just push through it. I would never say that. That's we see in the counseling field that that's a very kind of um dangerous headspace. I say dangerous with like a grain of salt because if you just kind of push through it, it kind of just pushing and not really acknowledging those emotions. There's this kind of like idea that like men shouldn't kind of express their emotions or they should kind of just tough it out and go through it. I advocate for not that at all. I advocate for really kind of coming in tune with your emotions, kind of really focusing and really thinking about that because that's super important. um, just because you're a man doesn't mean you shouldn't really focus on or you should try to get through it and you shouldn't have emotions or whatever the narrative is in uh, society nowadays. Really trying to come into get in tune with like your emotions and your feelings and when you're feeling stressed out, because we all have things that we do to kind of help us negate that and nullify it. But we also have to think and self-reflect that are these positive ways of coping with it or are they negative? Are they benefiting us in long term or short term? Are they only benefiting short term but not long term? Or are they negatively affecting us? Are they gonna set us up worse? Like I said before, school is stressing me out. An option could be not going, but then in turn, I'm going to stress myself out even more because I'm going to be missing a lot of information and stuff that might be helping me on a test, a final, a project, and that would be hurting me long term. So that might be benefiting me short term by releasing a little stress, something I don't have to do right now, but it's going to affect me long term too. So when you're reflecting on your stress and thinking about your next step, try to write out some pros and cons. What's going to happen if I do this? Am I going to be better now and later, or am I just going to be better now and worse off later? So you really got to juggle that and really focus on what you can do to kind of benefit yourself and really just focus on something like that. So this is going to be another short one. I see. Sorry. I see that we have one person in here, so I cannot see who, but I appreciate you coming in and watching this. I hope you're taking care of your mental health. If you're stressed out, um, Yeah, I hope you figure out what you can do to nullify it, kind of help yourself long term. Stress affects everybody, and it really does. But I hope this was a little bit helpful. Again, I am not a professional. I am studying for my master's in clinical counseling. I'm going to say that in every single video just to tell you and make sure that I'm covering all my ethical biases and everything, that I am not a professional, and I need everyone to kind of know that. I'm not going to pretend like I am until I actually am. So, but I am quite knowledgeable in this field and study. I'm more than halfway through my master's, and I've learned incredible knowledge from incredible doctors and incredible people. And I just want to kind of pass along any information that I have and kind of my perspective on things and kind of just through life and whatnot. So, this we are coming to the end of the live stream. I actually have work to go, or I would have done it earlier. If you are watching this, maybe at a later date, I appreciate you all. I hope you comment, like, subscribe, and really tune in for these, because I know during these winter months, mental health can um, really be affecting a lot of people nowadays. And if that's something that may happen to you, it may not. And you might just be looking like this just for ideas and stuff to kind of help with your mental health. And I hope I can do that for you. If you have a question or you want me to talk about something we learn, reach out on Instagram or comment on this video. And I would love for some talking points and any way I can engage with people who may have questions about mental health, but are worried about the stigmatized that like kind of comes with it, and you're afraid to voice your opinion or anything. Feel free to DM me. I mean, I'll keep everything between me and the person who's commenting and wants to learn more, and I will not use your name or anything. So this is a free space, kind of cool, trying to be nice. Again, I'm about to head out. I hope this was a little bit helpful with stress, kind of just, again, my idea, my perspective. It may not work for you, but if it does, who knows? It's all about growth, right? So I want to again say thank you for tuning in. Um, one person is more than enough. If I'm able to help one person with their mental health, that's enough for me. So again, we got to talk about it. There's too much stigma around it for both men and women. Mental health is health. So make sure you take care of your mental and your physical and emotional, every type of health. And I will catch you guys next Monday and or the next video that comes out. So make sure you comment, like, subscribe. I will catch you guys on the next video and or live stream. See you guys.